Hello everyone, welcome to our channel. We are going to watch a pre-race press conference with Lewis Hamilton, Carlos Sainz and Kimi Antonelli. Let's watch it together.
Welcome back everybody to the drivers press conference here at Albert Park in Melbourne. We're joined now by Carlos Sainz, Lewis Hamilton and Kimi Antonelli. Very warm welcome to you guys. Hope you've had a good winter. Lewis, can I start with you? The switch to Ferrari has been huge news all winter. Can I ask you about your first race vibes? How different is the experience here in Melbourne now compared to when you joined Mercedes in 2013, even when you joined McLaren back in 2007?
Good afternoon, everyone. It's good to see everybody. Naturally, I'm very, very fortunate. I've had this amazing career here in Formula One, and starting with McLaren here in 2007 was an epic feeling, and then starting with a new team again with Mercedes was again incredibly special. I think this is very reminiscent, probably, of my first year. I think for all those years, I've gone up and down the paddock looking at and seeing the red garage, and now I'm actually in the red garage. So it's a really nice feeling.
Quick word on the car. Is it one that inspires confidence?
It is, so far I definitely feel so. The first few days we've only had obviously 3 days in the car, but it's difficult to know where we stand with everyone else, but we just try to keep our heads down and just focus on our job. It was, Carlos was incredibly quick. Kimi was really quick. It was difficult to know who's where. It looks like it's going to be close between us all. But for me, just itching to get going, I guess. It's been a long time coming, and to think that this is going to be my first Grand Prix, one of those other firsts with the team, as I experienced that all through the year. It's pretty. I feel very honoured and very grateful to have the opportunity.
Brilliant. Good luck. It's busy in here. I'm sure you'll get more.
It's interesting to watch Lewis Hamilton in a red suit, let's say. But I think he feels comfortable, and he's delighted to be on a Ferrari.
Questions in a minute. Carlos, can we come to you now? Change of colours for you in 2025. You appear to have hit the ground running. Just give us a summary of how things have gone so far with Williams.
It's definitely been a positive start. I think, as I've said many times now, I think that the positive start started in Abu Dhabi test already. As soon as I jumped into the car and I started working with the people that I was going to work with this year, I felt I had just joined a team full of motivation, full of people wanting to bring this team back to the front. And the car also didn't disappoint me. I think it was a good test overall in Abu Dhabi, and then we've had a strong winter in development. We've tried to hit the ground running this year, and we've had a positive test. Having said that, what you call positive, are we going to be half a second, 1 second off the leaders? I don't know. But hopefully we can show progress. I think that's the fundamental word that we want to do this year, keep showing progress as a team and see where we end up.
Talking of progress, it took Williams 8 races to score points last year. Will it take as long this year?
I hope not, but at the same time, in this sport, you never know. I'm definitely going to do my best to score them as soon as possible, but I don't know when's that going to be. And I don't think that statistic is the most important. As I said, I think progress is being more competitive, getting the things that last year we were not getting right, get them right. So far, testing and reliability, weight of the car, just simple things that maybe last year Williams in the past were not getting spot on. This year so far it's been the case, and that's exactly what I mean with progress. And happy faces, happy people. I see, as I said, full of motivation, and that's what I care about the most, because that's what's going to give the medium to long-term success.
Thanks, Carlos. Enjoy the weekend. Good luck. Kimi, coming to you. Your first Grand Prix weekend. You must have dreamt about this moment many times. How do you feel now that it's a reality?
Well, first of all, hello everyone. Yeah, it's amazing. Yeah, obviously, it's a dream coming true. I've been waiting for this moment for my whole life, but the winter felt pretty long. I'm not gonna lie. But yeah, super happy to be here. I mean, I think it's a special place to do the first Grand Prix, and I'm really looking forward to see once we hit the ground how we can do.
Well, what goals have you set yourself for the weekend?
Well, it's hard to say. I mean, the thing is, I don't really know what to expect because it's my first Grand Prix. So I don't want to set anything too high. I just want to do a clean weekend with a nice rhythm in order to be able to build up from that point.
And does it help that you raced here in Formula 2?
Yeah, of course. I mean, it's definitely because I know the track, so I don't have to learn it. And of course, I mean, I know. You understand the track and where you can overtake, where you can defend the best. So definitely F2 was a good help last year.
All right. Enjoy it. Thank you very much for that. Let's open this to the floor now. We will start with the broadcasters and David Croft.
Yeah, David Croft, Sky Sports F1. Kimi, Lewis, Carlos, great to see you back again. Lewis, you're smiling and you're in red and it just kind of looks good and it feels good, I'm sure. But every Ferrari driver feels the expectation and the pressure. How are you turning that pressure into pleasure? Because you look like you're loving every second.
Yeah, I mean, the first day I was smiling because just looking at this youngster here, and I'm just happy for him. He's doing so well and conducting himself so well. And taking that first leap and getting that first opportunity to be in Formula 1, it's so special. And I know how many years of dedication it would have taken for him to obviously starting early, 4 years earlier than I was. You're 18 now, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, geez. So it's it's just exciting to see. So that's what I was initially smiling at. And then the other part is I've not approached this role with I think just always through the years the pressure that I put on myself has always been 10 times higher than any other pressure that can be put upon me. And I think I've not joined this team and been made to feel any pressure. I have an expectation from myself. I know what I can bring. I know I can deliver. I know what it's going to take to do that. And it's just getting your head down and working away. So I come with a very open mind coming into this weekend. I don't have... it is about getting into a season. It's about getting into a good rhythm. I still, as I said a while ago, still learning this new car that's quite a lot different to what I've driven for the last for all of my previous career, in the sense of the Mercedes power coming into Ferrari power. It's something quite new, different vibration, different feel, different way of working. The whole team works completely differently. I was just looking at like the race trace from last year, and it's upside down compared to the previous ones. So I'm like looking at it from what I've. Same for you.
I don't understand.
No, I don't understand it at all. I'm like, so looking at things that you're looking at things all in from a different perspective, and which makes it exciting and challenging. So this is the most exciting period of my life, and so I'm really just enjoying it, and I'm so excited to get in the car tomorrow.
Thank you, Lewis. Nelson.
Nelson Valkenburg, Viaplay Netherlands. For all three of you, given that you're in new circumstances and you're ahead of a monumental season for all three of you, what would mean a good season, a mission accomplished for all three of you in different circumstances?
Carlos, let's start with you.
Yeah, I think I summarized it before. No, I think keep showing progress and keep building momentum as a team. Personally, adapting fast to the team would be success, because a new year in a new team, it always takes time to adapt to the car, to adapt to the team, and making that adaptation process as short as possible is for sure one of the biggest challenges, and something that if I do well and fast, I would feel proud of. But in terms of results, I always prefer to let 2 or 3 races go by, analyze where the car is, what am I going to be fighting for, and once I see if I'm going to be fighting for Q2s or Q3s, points, no points, then I put together more or less what a good season would be, and I would start targeting those results. But before knowing where the car is going to be, it's almost impossible to set targets in terms of how number of points, position in the championship, and all that.
I completely forgot what the question was.
What are your objectives
Oh.
for the season?
Yeah, I think, well, I mean, Carlos was answering it pretty well, so I was kind of following him, thinking, it's taking all the words out of my mouth, really. I think, as he was saying, joining a new team, the sooner you can get to performing at the high level and getting results is the better. But inevitably, there is a transition period, and there is a foundation that's needed to be built. And I'm sure both of us that's what we've been doing over the past couple of months. And the first half of the season really is it is that foundation building, those relationships, the trust you're building with absolutely every single person within the team that you get to work in. And it's not something you just step in the door and trust and respect is, whilst respect is given, trust is something that's built over time. I think for me, of course, I mean, the goal is to win. The goal is to take the team forwards. It's to, I've had some not so spectacular years and trying to see if I can have a better year than I have the last three. And there'll be lots of factors which will connect to that.
Yeah, he's saying that shortly he wants to be champion, the 8th-time champion, and to bring the Ferrari the championship after the 2007. Let's hope to have something like that in this season, to see red shining again like in the old days. As you know, the last championship that won Ferrari was with Kimi Raikkonen on 2007, and after that just Ferrari was struggling a lot of, but maybe we will see this season to be champion with Lewis Hamilton. Let's continue.
Well, for me, I will have so much to learn during the season. Obviously, there's so many new scenarios I need to experience. But of course, I think will be a good season. Trying to maximize every result, especially in that moment, maximizing the best result. And then, of course, keep learning. I mean, every weekend, keep learning, keep developing. And but yeah, the mindset is always the same. I mean, as a natural racing driver, you go on track and try to be the fastest and win. But at the same time, I'm pretty realistic about the situation, and the level is extremely high. But that's what's amazing about this sport and about racing in Formula One. So definitely, I'm looking forward to see how I get on during the season. But definitely maximizing the result every time will be a good goal.
Thanks all. All right, next one.
Tom Slafer, DAZN Spain. Question for Carlos. Carlos, this is a very different Australian Grand Prix for you compared to last year for different circumstances. You were mentioning that it's pretty difficult to say what the result will be for the weekend, but with what outcome would you be happy for this first weekend as a Williams driver?
Again, it's very difficult to answer this question. I think even after FP2, I would be able to tell you more in detail what I would be happy with, because that's where you start to understand whether you are 5th team, 8th team, or 10th team, or 7th, and then you set yourself expectations for quali and for the race. But without knowing, it's like I don't know, maybe top 10. It could be a good result, but you might not be even close to the top 10, or top 10 might not be optimistic enough. So you need to readapt the expectations. So I don't know, maybe after FP2. Give me a session to see where everyone is, and I tell you what I would be happy with. But yeah, the win of last year I don't think is very likely.
Thank you, Carlos. All right,
Mara
yep, all right.
San Giorgio, Sky Sport Italy. More or less the same question to Luis. After a lot of attention and expectation that have been created in these days around you and the team, after this weekend, you will be happy if?
Huh?
Same thing. You don't know.
Yeah, well, definitely hope to be in the top 10. But I think, well, I mean, where did I don't remember where I finished there last time. You guys won. I don't think it was that great.
You didn't win.
No, I didn't. You won. I know you won. Yeah, what would I be happy with coming away this weekend? I don't know. As I said, I don't have expectations. I think I just ultimately want to come away knowing that I've given absolutely everything and I've excelled in the way that I know I can. That I felt comfortable in the car and just one foot in front of the other. So I don't know what that means in results, but of course, if we won't know till tomorrow where whereabouts we truly stand within the top teams. But I'm hoping that we're able to compete for top 5. So somewhere in that space.
All right, thank you. Next one.
Hello, Margot Lafitte for Canal+. Question for Kimi. Can you talk us through? I'm here. Sorry. Can you talk us through your feelings about having been Lewis's teammate, if we can say, last year, and having him as an opponent on track this year?
I mean, first of all, it feels pretty surreal to be able to race, with someone such as Lewis. I mean, I've been growing up, and also once I joined the Mercedes, being looking at him, and he has been incredible, successful. So it feels kind of weird that I'm gonna be sharing the track with him, but also with Carlos, with all the drivers at the end of the day, because when you're used to see them on TV and then finally you're able to share the track with them is an incredible feeling. And last year, I've been doing some trackside end of season and starting to work with the team, and Luis has always been nice to me, and also giving me some advices. And then also, I think you wrote a message, in the driver's room, so I'm gonna be able to see it pretty soon. But yeah, it's always been really nice to me, and I'm really, really grateful for that, because it shows that he's not only a great driver but also a great person.
Yeah, we are at the end of the press conference. Just at the last moment of the press conferences, you had saw it that Lewis Hamilton was watching so proudly Kimi Antonelli, and I think he's proud of him. Let's say that interesting race weekend is waiting for us. We will have the rain at the Sunday, and also that there was, and I'm sorry for that shitty light. I don't know what the problem. It's turning off itself. We will have rain at the Sunday. It will be interesting to watch, but I was expecting from the Formula One media to ask a question to Lewis Hamilton. On the internet was a lot of rumors about the Ferrari, that they are hiding their speed, the real speed, but no one asked that question to Lewis Hamilton. But let's say maybe tomorrow we will see, or maybe at the Saturday on qualifying we will see, is Ferrari hiding any speed, or is just that we have watched it on test periods. If you have any comment on the hiding something for the Ferrari, just don't forget to comment it, like the video and subscribe to the channel.